top stories. St. Kitts and Nevis officials attend meeting hosted by U.S. Vice President. Expedited visa processing for Grenadians applying for a Canadian visa, and Canada wildfire haze over U.S. eases slightly, but the danger persists. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, the 9th of June, 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, and Minister of Energy, the Honourable Conress Maynard, were part of the Caribbean leaders' delegation that met with Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, and Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, as they co-hosted the U.S. Caribbean leaders' meeting in Nassau, the Bahamas, on Thursday. In her opening remarks, Vice President Harris spoke to the significance of the meeting as a means of strengthening ties between the United States and the Caribbean region.
Strengthening the U.S.-Caribbean relationship is a priority for me, as it is for President Joe Biden. And these meetings have proven, I believe, at a leader level, have proven to be very important and essential to the strength of these relationships.
Thursday's announcements include more than $100 million in new assistance for the Caribbean region. The Vice President made announcements on the U.S.-Caribbean Partnership to address the Climate Crisis 2030, or PAC 2030, the need for an enhanced diplomatic presence in the Eastern Caribbean, the crisis in Haiti, and matters of security and firearms trafficking. Vice President Harris highlighted the existential threat of climate change and the efforts taken by the United States to assist the Caribbean through this potential crisis.
We have discussed, for example, powerful storms that can wipe out economic progress, low-lying islands that face erosion, flooding, and deadly storm surge from rising seas. These discussions resulted in the launch of our U.S.-Caribbean Partnership to address the climate crisis, or as we call it, PAC 2030, last year at the Summit of the Americas. PAC 2030 is designed to help accelerate the Caribbean's transition to clean energy and to promote energy security and climate resilience.
Following the June 2022 summit in Los Angeles, the United States helped to facilitate several clean energy projects throughout the region. One of the projects includes assisting with developing commercial geothermal power projects in St. Kitts and Nevis. The police have released more information regarding investigations into the shooting death of 31-year-old Vaughn Paris, also known as Baller. According to a statement, the incident occurred on June 6 between 3 and 4 p.m. Responding to reports of gunshots being heard in the area of Dorset Park, officers arrived on the scene and observed Mr. Paris laying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds about the body. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. The crime scene unit processed the scene and collected pieces of evidence. The police force offers condolences to all who have been negatively impacted by this incident. Investigations are ongoing. And in other police news, the police have recovered another illegal handgun, this time in Keon. According to a police statement, the weapon was found on June 5 between 2 and 3 p.m. during a routine mobile patrol and search along a road in Spooners, Keon. The crime scene unit processed the scene and found a bag hidden by household debris that contains one .38 special revolver with a number of rounds in its cylinder. The weapon was taken into police custody for further processing. The police force is making an urgent appeal to the general public for their assistance in this and all other matters involving the breaking of the law. Moving now to news on the regional scene. Grenadians who have been issued a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or are in possession of a valid